There is a silent thief that visits every single one of us, every single day. It doesn't steal your money, your jewelry, or your possessions. It steals something far more valuable, something you can never get back. It steals your future. This thief has a name, and its name is procrastination. I want to tell you a story about how I learned to lock my doors against this thief. It's a lesson that wasn't taught in a classroom, but on a dusty, sun-drenched street corner by a man who had lost more to this thief than most. When I was younger, I was the king of later. My life was a kingdom built on the shaky foundations of tomorrow. School projects, personal goals, even simple chores, they could all wait. I believed I possessed an infinite supply of time, a treasure chest that would never run dry. The truth, I would soon learn, is that we are all given the exact same amount of time each day. 24 hours. 1,440 minutes. The difference between a life of fulfillment and a life of regret is not in the amount of time we are given, but in the choices we make within it. My moment of clarity came one summer afternoon. I was sitting on a park bench, supposedly working on a scholarship application that was due in 2 days. In reality, I was watching the world go by, telling myself I had plenty of time. An old man, Mr. Elias, sat down on the other end of the bench. He was a retired carpenter, and his hands, though wrinkled and spotted with age, still held a quiet strength. He was watching a young boy named Leo, who was idly kicking a stone across the pavement instead of heading to his guitar lesson. We heard his mother call out, "Leo, you'll be late." And Leo shouted back, "It's fine, I'll practice twice as hard tomorrow." Mr. Elias let out a soft, weary sigh. He turned to me, his eyes holding a depth of wisdom that only time and experience can carve. "Tomorrow," he said, his voice a low rumble, the most dangerous word in the English language. He then told me his story, and I invite you to listen as I did. He said, "You see that boy, Leo? I was him once, full of talent, full of promise, and full of tomorrows. When I was his age, I had a gift for woodworking. I could feel the story in a piece of timber before I ever touched it with a chisel. The finest cabinet maker in the capital city saw my work and offered me an apprenticeship. It was the opportunity of a lifetime, a chance to learn from a master, to build a life beyond this small town. He told me to come to the city at the start of the next month." Mr. Elias paused, his gaze fixed on a distant memory. "But I was young, I thought, the month has 30 days. What's the rush? I had friends to see, summer days to enjoy. I told myself I would pack my bags and buy my train ticket. Tomorrow," he continued, his voice laced with a profound sadness. "Procrastination is a small thief, you see. It doesn't break down your door and take everything at once. It's subtle. It picks the lock. It takes a single precious minute while you're scrolling on your phone. It steals 10 minutes while you're debating whether to start. It pockets a whole hour while you tell yourself you work better under pressure. For me, it stole day after day. 'I'll go next week,' I said. Then, 'I'll go the week after that.' Laziness became my closest companion, a dream thief whispering comforting lies in my ear. It whispered, 'You can do it later. You deserve a rest.' But later is a mirage in the desert of time. The closer you get, the further it moves away. Before I knew it, the month was over. I finally gathered my courage and my belongings and made the journey to the capital, only to find that the master, tired of waiting, had given the apprenticeship to another young man who had shown up on the first day. The weight of his words settled in the space between us. "That single missed opportunity," he said, "didn't ruin my life. I became a carpenter, as you know. I've lived a decent life, but I never became the artist I could have been. I live in the quiet shadow of the man I was supposed to become. Every intricate joint I see, every perfectly polished piece of furniture, is a reminder of the door I never walked through because I was too busy waiting for tomorrow. I learned the hardest lesson of all: opportunities do not wait. Each day is a treasure trove, filled with chances to learn, to grow, to create, to improve. But the trove is only open for 24 hours. When the sun sets, those specific opportunities are locked away forever." He looked from the boy, Leo, back to me and my blank application forms. "Don't you see? Sometimes tomorrow never comes. Sometimes it arrives, but the opportunity is already gone." His story struck me like a bolt of lightning. I saw my own reflection in his tale of regret, my scholarship application, my personal projects, my unfulfilled promises to myself. They were all carriages on a train I was letting leave the station without me. I realized that the lazy boy, Leo, and the poor man, Mr. Elias, weren't two different people. They were the same person at two different points in time, a boy who wasted his present and a man who was haunted by his past. That day I finally understood. I thanked Mr. Elias, packed up my papers and went straight home. I didn't turn on the television. I didn't check my phone. I sat down and I worked. I poured every ounce of my focus into that application until it was done and done well. That single shift in perspective changed everything. I began to see time not as an endless ocean, but as a collection of priceless, irreplaceable moments. I began to act. The silent thief of procrastination still comes knocking, of course. It whispers its sweet, seductive lies. You're tired. Start tomorrow. What's one more day? But now I have a defense. I have the memory of Mr. Elias's story. I have the knowledge that the pain of discipline is temporary, but the pain of regret is eternal. So I ask you, what are you waiting for? What dream are you pushing to a tomorrow that may never arrive? The best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is now. The best time to start was yesterday. The second best time is this very moment. Don't let laziness steal your dreams. Don't let procrastination rob you of your future. Act immediately. Seize this day, this hour, this minute. Because the treasure trove of today is open and its opportunities are waiting for you. But they will not wait forever. Your future is not built on the promises of tomorrow. It is forged in the actions of today. Start now.